We attacking, better stand back and watch 'em run. Shotgun come with the option. Send big blitz, nobody blocking. Big win, that's a ring and a watch. Strong.
Coming up, it's a rematch of Super Bowl 51. We all know how that one ended. But there's no Tom Brady on the New England sideline this time. It's the Patriots and Falcons on EA Sports.
Here comes Nelson. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Go, let's go.
On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. He finds Smith out of the backfield. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 16 yards on the game's first play and a quick first down. Here's Ryan. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. Boy, a pair of big plays here. This one going for 29.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. And, Charles, for this defense, they're a confident bunch. And some may say maybe too confident at times. How do you think that they approach a game like this when they're taking on a team that's lost 4 straight.
Well, if they're anything like their head coach, you know they're relying on that confidence.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Now it looks like we've got a Patriot down, slow to get up. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons. Now it's Ryan. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline. But out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. And that hits the crossbar and comes back. And it's no good. And by just a whisker, this remains a scoreless game. Well, he had... target. That's half the battle. The other half of the battle, however, is distance.
And he nearly had that too, but it was a crossbar that said otherwise, and that'll deny him a shot at 3.
And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now Jones. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Just not much a quarterback can do there, CD. The pressure was in his face almost instantaneously, led to a very quick sack. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw, eluding the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Deron Harmon. Ryan will bring the Falcons up now 1st and 10 at their own 16. After the interception, here's Ryan. Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. And he's got this way down inside of New England's 10-yard line. And plays like this, that's exactly why you take a Kyle Pitts with a 4th overall pick. So exciting with the ball in his hands, and he showed it off there.
Yeah, this is what we mean when we talk about flipping the field, having your offense look at going a long way to a short way after he makes a play. His ability to do that, evident. Able to make the catch there, keep his momentum going, and just continue downfield.
And that will be taken in by Ridley for a Falcon touchdown. Calvin Ridley, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons have taken the early lead.
The losing streak had taken on a life of its own, and I think it infiltrates a team when you're on that much of a slide. But this group has managed to focus, come out early, and put a touchdown on the board. They look like they mean business in this one.
They do. Now the key, holding on to that attitude, because, man, that streak has been a struggle for them. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. So back onto the field come the Pats for their 2nd drive. They're riding a 2-game winning streak into this Thursday nighter. How easy is it when you're on a roll to stay on a roll given the quick turnaround?
Well, you would think it'd be pretty easy because everyone's locked in practice and meetings because everyone feels good about themselves. And for coaches, this is where they have to tell themselves, don't add too much, don't worry about game plans as much as players. So look at your play sheet and think, give it to the guys who play best, and don't worry about the rest of it.
Throwing, Jones. Open man is Kendrick Bourne. And he will have a Patriots 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They go play action here on 1st down. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that is incomplete.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Hunter Henry brings it in. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Now a first down carry for Harris. And they'll get this down to the 10. Now it looks like we've got a Patriot down, slow to get up. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. On first down, Jones flushed out right. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. Kendrick Bourne, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Patriots are within an extra point of tying this one up. Good bounce-back drive right there through the pick on drive number 1. Drive number 2 leads them right down the field into the end zone.
Agree totally. Excellent bounce-back, tremendous poise, confidence never lost, and obviously he transmitted that to his teammates as well. What a really nice drive.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Now a hit and a loose football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
Here's Davis to run again on second. Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain. Back now in Atlanta, second quarter action. The Falcons with the football. 7-7, our score after 1. He's going to float this one deep right side. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And some room to maneuver. And he'll bring it all the way back just a yard or 2 shy of midfield. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
Hey, it's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept the pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. But that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down. On 2nd and 10, Jones. And he fires one incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down. Back to throw again. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Fabian Moreau. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They are currently mired in a losing streak. Now they get the short week for the Thursday night game. Do you see that as a potential positive, or is this just more in what has been really a string of bad luck for them?
Well, to me, it comes down to leadership, and leadership's got to spin it into a positive and make it an advantage for them. Yes, we're in a losing streak. Yes, no one thinks we can win. But we have the resources we need right here in this room. Let's go ahead and play better. Let's hang together and shock the world a little bit. Put it all together, they've got a chance of coming out with a W.
Ryan now to throw on 3rd down. He's going to have the hook up to Gage. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. The drive stays alive. A 3rd down gain of 8. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now it's Ryan. And that's off the mark, incomplete. Intended target on that one, Russell Gage. But it'll be 2nd down. Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. And who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
Now it looks like we've got a Patriot down, slow to get up. The Falcons on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Now Ryan. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by J.C. Jackson. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown. Make it back-to-back weeks now with a pick six for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick six in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. I'll tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
Here comes Nelson. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. From the 41, Ryan. And he's got his man on the out route. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. The offense on third down tonight, they've only converted once in 4 tries. They're looking at third in the nose of the football. Davis, he'll try to run for it. And he's got the first down, yardage before being taken down at midfield. And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. From midfield now, here's Ryan. Throw left side, caught by the tight end Hurst. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down. A first down carry for Davis. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. We've hit the 2-minute mark in the second quarter, 14-7. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Here's Ryan. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it.
Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Kyle Van Noy coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. 3rd and long, it's Ryan. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Davis. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. They'll wind up with 17 on that one, but they're still a bit short here for 4th. And this one is right through. So 3 points on the board, as easy a field goal as you're going to get, but I can see you shaking your head.
I love that peripheral vision of yours, partner, because to me, if it's the 4th quarter and you're up 6, I get it. But now, even if you run and don't get in, you're still setting them up to go a long field, 98, 99-yard drive. How do you look at your defense and not give them that opportunity?
The Pats at the line ready to go. And they've got a little under 40 seconds to go if they want to try to put something together here. Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Off the play fake, Jones. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now, just under 30 seconds to go in this first half. Jacoby Myers, the intended receiver, but now it's 3rd down. Escaping. Now Jones is hit. He lost the football. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down. They'll try and throw for it here. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And now the football's going to go over, already being placed at the 15-yard line. On 1st down, Ryan. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Another try after the 1st down sack. Ryan. And he will find Ridley on the left side. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. And his kick is right there. It's good. So the starting field position was terrific following the surprising turnover on downs, but the end result, only 3 points.
Simply stated, I think you have to look at that as a missed opportunity.
Tavon Austin now from the end zone. The Pats at the line, ready to go. 1 second, all that remains. Jones, a final shot before break. He's going to loft one, deep left side here. And this one is incomplete. So at halftime, due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the 3rd quarter. Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. Taking it about the 1. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. So here are the Patriots to take over. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. Harris starts the drive on the ground, and he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Back to throw. Jones. And caught by Henry. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 19 yards the pickup there. Move the chains. Flush to his right. That's going to be caught. It's Jacoby Myers. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Throwing again on 2nd down. Jones. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. That's to Aguilar. Touchdown, Patriots. Nelson Aguilar with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Patriots, and now they're going to fake it. For Mac Jones, accuracy was more his calling card when folks were taking stock of the 2021 draft. But he's got a big arm as well. He shows it off there.
And as that ball was hanging in the air with the receiver streaking downfield to meet it, here in the stadium, you could just sense the crowd thinking, oh, no. And their worst fears were realized as that one turned into a long touchdown.
And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
Now Ryan on 1st down. Throw right side, caught by Ridley. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 10 yards there and a first down for the Falcons. Ryan. Man open, that's Kiki QT, complete. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Ryan going to give this to Davis. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. On the ground for him now on 9 carries. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. To throw is Ryan. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Absolutely no disguise on that one. They just went for it. Put him out there and said, go deep. Let's try and hit him. Unfortunately, to no avail.
And that one going to be off target and incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Airing it out, looking for Ridley, and unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Here's Thomas Morstead now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carried.
Oh, Jones has just thrown his 3rd interception. Picked off at about the 31. And he is going to bring this back inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. The young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
They'll try to get the run game going. Here's Davis. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. They'll run it again here with Davis. The broken tackle could not free him as he's brought down at the 10-yard line. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. They'll run for it with Davis. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. And after getting tackled, he's still down and looking very slow to get up. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. They'll try to punch it in with Davis. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. Now a handoff to Davis. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. From the shotgun, Ryan. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. Dietrich Wise Jr. with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7. And his kick here is good. And that will finish off this 3rd quarter of play. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's Koo to kick it off. This fielded right at the goal line. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down right around the 15.
Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
Up from his linebacker spot, Deion Jones making the play. 2nd and 6. Jones completes it to Aguilar. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. Now Jones. And he fires one, but incomplete. What a difference a week makes. Last week he hit on over 80% of his passes. This week he's down under 50%. What do you see as the difference?
Well, I think we're used to seeing a drop. If someone's over 80%, they're not going to hold that number, not in this league. But a drop under 50%, that just tells me that the defense has spent a lot of extra time on game films and came up with a really good plan to try and chip away at his timing.
They'll throw on 1st down with Ryan. And he gets this one to Ridley, complete. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the 1st. On 1st down, it's Davis. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Now Ryan. Touchdown! Russell Gage, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons are an extra point away from having the lead.
Man, he just ran a terrific route. Extremely hard to defend when it's run that precisely and the ball's delivered that accurately.
A very important extra. And they have taken the lead here in this 4th quarter. Fielded just outside the goal line. And able to get this out to the 25. The Pats at the line ready to go. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. It's a gain of 5. And that'll make it 2nd down. Throwing Jones. And he'll let this go deep for Bourne. And incomplete on the deep ball. New England on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. From the gun, Jones eluding the pressure right. The ball comes out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. 2nd time he's fumbled in this game. Fortunate for him, this one goes out of bounds.
And the key for him now is how much equity have you built up with your coaching staff? How much equity have you built? Fortunate that one went out of bounds, saved him from a turnover.
And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Operating from the gun, Jones flushed out right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Trey Boston. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line. And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. We'll check on his status when we get back. And he'll take it across the 50 and into New England territory. 61 yards rushing for him now to this point. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Throwing now, Ryan on first down. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Fourth quarter, 2 minutes on the clock, in a tight 1-point game. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Mike Davis hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Falcons push further out in front.
Well, it has been the passing game that's really been responsible for much of the scoring so far. But let's not forget about this running attack. They're pretty good, too, as evidence right there.
And I think, Brandon, the fact that they've thrown the ball so well contributed to that touchdown, because that was a defense that was really keyed up to cover those receivers. All they wanted to do was blanket them. They didn't have enough men in the box to stop the run, and you saw the end result.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
Here's Jones.
Credit that sack to Dante Fowler Jr.
Oh, and that nearly ended it. That should have been intercepted, but he cannot corral it, and that is a lifeline there with 3rd down coming up. To throw is Jones. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. One score down, here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Jones.
Under pressure.
Coming up, it's a rematch of Super Bowl 51. We all know how that one ended, but there's no Tom Brady on the New England sideline this time. It's the Patriots and Falcons on EA Sports.
Tavon Austin now from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
So here come the Patriots now to take over on offense.
So here's a 1st and 10 now. Down inside the 20.
First carry for Damian Harris, the Alabama man. Oh, now Harris lost it. It's a fumble. And the Falcons grab it. And he'll bring it back to the 9-yard line. The defense gets him the ball via the turnover. Now can this offense cash in? 1st and goal. Following the fumble recovery, it's Ryan. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here, brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy. Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
And his kick is good. And the Falcons are out to a 3-0 advantage. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
And he'll get this just up past the 20, but a marker is down. Let's get the call. Well, that holding call set him up with not great field position.
Not at all when you tack on the penalty. With that field position after the return wasn't terrific, it's not a great starting field position as well.
Jones throw pulled in by Aguilar. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to it. They go play action here on 1st down. Hunter Henry brings it in. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Another 1st down, this time on a gain of 19. They'll run on 1st down. It's Harris. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down. From the gun, Jones. Looking for Aguilar, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Fabian Moreau. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. That's caught. It's Frank Darby. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. Now it's Ryan. A very quick pass to Ridley. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. The numbers for Ridley a week ago. Well up over 100 yards, and one of those catches found his way into the end zone.
I do think he'll be hard-pressed to duplicate those numbers this week, though, because he's gotten their attention, so they will double him on every snap at a minimum. In some cases, they'll triple him.
Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
If you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Matthew Judon in there to take him down.
Enough takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
And this is intercepted. He was trying to get it to Davis. Picked off by the linebacker, Kyle Van Noy. And he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
To throw again on 2nd down. Jones. Open man is born. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a 1st down. Operating from the gun. Jones. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Dante Fowler. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13.
Boy, Charles, that time he took a bad situation and made it worse.
Yeah, you're almost putting together a nice little song there, aren't you? Because it's something you'll see from young quarterbacks. They have that tendency to retreat backwards instead of stepping up in the pocket.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Jones. Escaping the pressure right. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
And he'll drop it underneath to White.
And he gets this only to the 41. Not near enough for the first. A gain of 9, not enough, and it's 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Walked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
Here's Jones. Throwing on 4th down. He's got his man. It's Kendrick Bourne. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Not often do 4th down conversions result in 23 yards, but that's the case here. 1st down.
Meanwhile, Jones' throw complete there to Smith.
3 yards the gain there. 2nd down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by A.J. Terrell.
And he returns it here to his own 18-yard line. Ryan and the Falcons now come up 1st and 10 at their own 18. They begin with a run by Davis.
It's a 1st down and more for Davis.
Shreds him with a stiff arm. And down to the 19-yard line.
70 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in his 1st half. So that run there, yeah, I don't know if it's overstating things to call it a thing of beauty, but in terms of football plays, that's as good as you're going to see.
And what I really enjoyed about that run and what made it so impressive to me was how he improvised along the way. Sometimes on a big play, you just get the football and you take off in a straight line and go. But this time, how about the artistry of that play? That looked a little bit like a Picasso to me.
He covered a lot of ground on that one, as evidenced by the final total there on Next Gen Stats.
It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal. Now they'll throw it with Ryan. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
On 2nd down, it's Davis. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Mike Davis hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Falcons will add on to their lead. Crew able to connect on the extra point, and the lead grows to 10-0.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Taking it about the 1. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Now here's the Falcons defense getting set to go again. And a big reason they have the lead right now, as we see on the screen. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this 1st half. You hear it, no matter the sport, they say the great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the 1st quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Johnny Unitas?
And no, not quite at that level and not at that age. But I
was going for the age.
I remember looking over at him, and he was smiling. And I thought, what is he smiling about? It's because he had enough confidence in himself that that was a fluke. And he went out and played pretty well the rest of the day.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield, incomplete.
As we've seen, their first 2 drives didn't yield anything points-wise. Certainly feels like they think to themselves, it's time to open this thing up, taking the big shot downfield.
He's going to let it go again. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. They again, he'll drop to throw. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. Well, that, my friend, I guess is the definition of a head-scratcher. 4th and long, this stage of the game. What were they doing?
I just have to believe that he looked at the situation, still in the first half, decided if there's a time to be aggressive, now is it, because there's still time to make up for it if things don't go right. Of course, a lot of questions on this one, and look, I want to go for it as much as anyone.
But 4th and long?
Yeah, I don't think I would have there. That one seemed a little bit on the irrational side.
Fans might be a little angry at that one. Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Now Ryan. He completes it to Ridley. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 18 yards the gain for number 18. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Throwing again. Ryan. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Intended target on that one, Russell Gage. And it's 2nd down.
The coverage was good, but I just wonder if they absolutely fooled the quarterback on that play. I think he was expecting something else. Ended up with nowhere to throw the football successfully.
He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0, our score. An extra corner comes on now for the Patriots D on 3rd down. Ryan. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Christian Barmore brings him down, and that's a play he's going to remember. The first sack of his NFL career. And his kick is good. And that'll push the lead up to 13-0. So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And in a spot like this, still more than a minute, I think if you put something on the board before halftime, that would go a long way towards helping them get back into the game.
There actually is something to the psychology of the game at times, isn't there? How much better would they feel running into the locker room, as you noted, with something on the board in a positive fashion? You're exactly right. It's a great opportunity to get that.
And he coughs up the football near his own goal line. And
Coming up, it's a rematch of Super Bowl 51. We all know how that one ended. But there's no Tom Brady on the New England sideline this time. It's the Patriots and Falcons on EA Sports.
he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. So here come the Patriots to take over on offense. They'll be led out by a former star in spring football. Hailing from Pearl City, Hawaii, it's Jordan Ta'amu.
And what's a quarterback's best friend?
Balance?
I think you're right. I agree with you. You know, a lot of guys would say great receiver, right? A terrific offensive line. But I agree with you, balance, because if you can run the ball effectively, that just opens.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
And the Falcon offense about ready to go to work here for the first time, and leading them as he has since 2008 is the veteran quarterback, former MVP, Matt Ryan.
After the interception, here's Ryan. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Touchdown, Falcons. Russell Gage, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons have taken the early lead. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Fielded right around the 8. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Open man is Kendrick Bourne. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25. Throwing Jones. Eluding the pressure right. Looking here for Smith downfield. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
2nd and 10.
Good coverage that time by the linebacker, Deion Jones. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Jones. He's going to look downfield for Henry. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since.
And that ball incomplete, nearly intercepted. Took a chance with that one. It'll lead to a 4th down.
The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10. They'll run for it. This is White. And this is going to come up well short as they stop him on 4th down. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. On 1st down, Ryan. Open receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. And he takes this one down almost all. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage. The former Gamecock here. This is Mike Davis.
It's a 1st down and more for Davis.
And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Mike Davis hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season.
And the Falcons are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. So remember now, this was all set up by the stop defensively on 4th down. That's what got them this great field position. And then 2 plays later, they're already in the end zone.
Yeah, partner, funny how it works like that. That's a momentum swing amusement park style. Your defense comes off the field, bouncing, grooving, and it carries over to the other side of the ball.
So the extra point good, and the roughing call going to move the ball out to the 50 for the kickoff.
And I think this is a good chance to pin them deep if you can land the kickoff inside the 5-yard line or so. Gain some field position for your defense. Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
Now Jones. Flushed out right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way to the opposite 49-yard line. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Forced out to his left.
Well, this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down. Back to throw again. Looking for Aguilar, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Fabian Moreau. Stiff-armed him. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Matt Ryan, his second touchdown pass in this opening quarter. And the Falcons are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Boy, these guys are off to the races, Charles. 20-0 already, extra point pending.
Yeah, you always hear that term, they just boat race someone. Heck, his car race, motorcycle race, plane race, whatever you want. Right now, they are sprinting past him.
This one taken just inside the 10. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. New England trying to get a place on offense. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects it.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is, because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game.
Yeah, that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. To throw on 2nd and 10. Jones completes it to Aguilar. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5. They'll look to throw again. And that is incomplete. The 3rd down battle won by Atlanta's defense. Solid coverage.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Not often do 4th down conversions result in 23 yards, but that's the case here. First down. Off play action. Jones escaping the pressure right. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Mac Jones taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Patriots get a score closer. That touchdown, Charles, the first rushing TD of his rookie year.
I don't know that he's going to be Lamar Jackson or Russell Wilson or Josh Allen at this stage of his career, but he's got youth on his side. Those young legs, he put them to good use there, didn't he?
No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it could be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
Kyle Van Noy back with the Pats in 2021 there on the tackle. On 2nd and 7, Ryan. That's into the hands of Pitts, the tight end. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. Here's a give to Davis. And down he goes, but the stiff arm utilized effectively there, and it helps him move the sticks. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Ryan.
And he can't escape the pressure. Ryan goes down.
Well, that's what they have to do more of defensively. Not just getting sacks, but they have to keep getting in his face. Not let him get his feet set and deliver. He's been carving them up previously.
Yeah, already has a couple of touchdown passes. About time they put a few grass stains on that jersey. Charles, Thursday night game. I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook. Pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to have the hook up to Gage. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. 49-yard punt, 5 on the return. The Pats at the line, ready to go. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
A good gain on first, has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Flush to his right. Jones now throwing on 1st down. Into the sack, breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. And he'll finally be taken down just shy of midfield. A good pickup there of 20 yards. Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's going to wind up and air it out. And it is incomplete. Good positioning there downfield to break that one up. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Off the play fake. Jones. Oh, Jones has just thrown his 3rd interception. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 54 yards rushing for him now. He's only carried the ball 4 times. On the carry, it's Davis. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Here's Ryan. A dump off for Davis. Breaks through the contact. And they move this all the way down to the 9. That one goes for 30 yards. Well, that is a running back who is not about to go down easily. He fought his way through the contact until the seas opened up for him. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Davis. And only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8.
I have to laugh a little bit because he actually handed it off. I thought with the 2 touchdown passes he's thrown in this one already, he'd go ahead and fling and try and get a 3rd one.
Yeah. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21.
A loss on the play brings up 4th and goal.
And his kick is indeed good, and that will swell the lead to 16. So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice win for them. They forced the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's got it to James White. And he's got some space here. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line.
Well, he's definitely difficult to account for out of the backfield, and he makes something happen there with the ball in his hands.
He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Off play action. Jones. He'll let it fly for Austin. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. Tavon Austin. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Patriots make some inroads here on that deficit.
So they called it a touchdown.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And that will be caught, but out of the end zone, says the field judge. It's ruled incomplete.
Okay, they went for the fake off of the extra point attempt. It's a long way to go, and they didn't get there. Didn't get it completed successfully. Did someone dare them to do that? Did someone double dog dare them
I was
to do
going to
that?
ask you,
What was
maybe
that?
they saw something on film, but do you see something on film with those to try something from the 15 on a BAT? I don't know.
The only thing they needed to see on film there was a snap, a hold, and someone kicking the ball through the post.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Kyle Pitts, the intended receiver.
And that'll bring up 2nd down. Throw left side, caught by the tight end Hurst. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. The Falcon passing game looking good on this drive as they get the 1st down. Now Ryan. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that will be taken in by Ridley for a Falcon touchdown. Calvin Ridley, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons will extend their lead. Koo able to connect on the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
New England's offense set to go.
It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Jones.
And he'll drop it underneath to White.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. And he's caught. It's Dante Pettis.
And he will have a Patriots 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
He's going to float this one deep right side.
And it'll be incomplete. Good job staying with him defensively. And it'll bring up 2nd down.
On 2nd and 10. Jones. He'll let this go for the end zone. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. Dancing to his left. Going deep for Benjamin. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down. All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime. All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation and pick up those pass rushers because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half. And
he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 62 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. Ryan now off the bootleg. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Jawan Bentley in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to fourth down. Now here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. They'll call that a 33-yard punt with no return. And the Patriots take over. Here comes the Patriots offensive unit. They'll have it first here to begin the third quarter. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Rolling to his right. He'll get this to his tight end. It's Jonnu Smith. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. Off the play fake. Jones. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this is going to fall to the ground. Incomplete. That very nearly. Fourth pick of the game. Instead, second down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Off play action. Jones. He's going to go up top again. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Being chased out left. First down and much more here for Jones. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Jones. He's going to look downfield for Henry. And it is incomplete. Good positioning there downfield to break that one up.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone.